What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV, and today we're going to be talking about No Man's Sky. We're going to be going over the patch notes for 1.64, and we're going to be talking a little bit about some speculation about our good old friend Sam Swain and his procedurally generated cities conspiracy theory that we've had for a little while. Sam Swain is back in the news thanks to our good old friend Peaceful Gamer, who tweeted a few tweets and got a little bit of mixed responses from Sam Swain, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But first of all, let's go over 1.64. First, I want to say that I had so much fun on a live stream yesterday. Thank you so much for everybody that called into the show and everybody that showed up. We talked a little bit about Identity and Beyond Good and Evil 2. So what's ahead for the next coming for this week? We have a developer interview with the studio who did Goat Simulator, and it's a really quick one, a little quick conversation that I have with the developer, and so that's going up this week. We also got Beyond Good and Evil 2. Finally, the ships video is going to be done, and it's going to be uploaded. It's where we're going to go over all the ships and vehicles, all the known facts, and then we're going to take a look at the trailer and zoom in on all the vehicles we see flying around and speculate on those vehicles as well. I also got my there's a video where I'm going to upload the top most anticipated games that I'm waiting for, that I'm going to also upload, and we got a deep dive that we're going to be going into with Everywhere the Game, the one with Leslie Benzies, the former vice president of Rockstar, is making a game, and where are they gone? They disappeared. Haven't heard anything since last May. No interviews, no activity on their Twitter, no nothing, and we're going to take a deep dive and figure out why that is. But all that's coming up this week. But right now, let's go ahead and settle down. Also, some things I did not mention, but let's go ahead and slow down and go back to No Man's Sky here for a second before I get ahead of myself and start going off on a train of thought of something from Identity. But we did show that I'm going to upload that as a separate video and within the next few days, where we talk about Identity on the live show. But 1.64 No Man's Sky starts off reading, "Hello everyone. It's been exciting to see the range of ways players have been exploring the features introduced in our Exocraft update, from pushing the limits of the Pilgrim's grip and suspension to matching the color schemes between bases and Exocraft. Thank you so much for playing and for sharing. It really makes us feel like we're on this journey together with all of you. Listening to you, the players, is an essential part of this journey for us. This week, we are reaching out with a survey to discover more about what the community is most interested in seeing in No Man's Sky. Please take this opportunity to have your voice heard." So there's a survey there. We went over the survey on the live stream. We're going to go it over again today in this video. But let's go ahead and get through this here real quick. So community research update. We'll come back to that survey. Polo has been deeply immersed in the analysis of the coordinates retrieved from the decrypted data packet. Cross-comparing against the anomaly extensive data banks, they are still lost in data, processing an infinite spread of realities. Looking for any pattern to identify the source of this location's importance, but a new, more pressing development has emerged. Data is one of Polo's greatest passions, but friendship is even more important to them. The space anomaly has detected the ship signature of an old traveler friend, someone Nada and Polo had thought lost long ago. Polo requests that explorers venture forth, locate their friend, and bring them home. But ensure to keep a low profile and not draw the eye of the Sentinels. Ooh, a little bit of stealth here. From the Quicksilver Synthesis bot, Polo's Quicksilver bot has been busy synthesizing a new set of collectibles for participating explorers. Alpha Vector ship cast in iron, silver, and gold. The new gadget for the Explorer base, a spherical hologram representative of any one of the quintillions of celestial bodies populating the galaxies, and a fascinating expanding cube utilizing a high-tech localized gravitational field purely for aesthetics curiosity. So that's cool. and a new gesture for explorers to express their wonder at any fauna, flora, landmark, building, or starry expanse that might catch their eye. So development update. Today we have also released another update for the game that addresses some important issues and enables the option for tessellation for players on PC for prettier, bumpier terrain. Specialist Polo also has a new close to home request for explorers participating in their research missions. Thank you so much, Sean. So patch 1.64 fix an issue where items could fail. Okay, so a lot of bug fixes here. Missions from the mission board or planetary NPCs will now display their mission title on the galaxy map instead of their current objective to help manage destinations when multiple missions are active. Tessellation can now be enabled in the graphics option on PC. Awesome update. Thank you so much, Hello Games, for this. Before we get into the Sam Swain conspiracy theories that we've got going on, let's go ahead and take a look at the survey they want us to take, which is pretty interesting. It reads, as an essential part of the No Man's Sky journey, we are reaching out to discover more about what the community is most interested in seeing in the future of the game. Thank you so much, Hello Games. As a thank you, 5 participants will be chosen at random and given a prize. Let's initialize. We're not going to take it right here, right now, but we're just going to go over and look at it. This is the Explorer feedback survey for No Man's Sky. Thank you for sharing your feedback. And if you would like to have a chance to win a prize, you can enter your email address at the end of this form. So here's just some basic punch-out questions, knockout questions. How many hours? Which update did you first start playing on? Which game modes? Which of the following? Which of below? Which is your favorite aspect of play? Okay, so it's just some knockout questions. What is your current short-term goal in No Man's Sky? What have you achieved? What do you enjoy? This is an interesting bit. Okay, here we go. We get to the meat and potatoes of the survey. Which of these features would you like to see the most? Okay, we got replace orbs with full character models, stranger and more varied planets, enhancements to underwater exploration, more depth and variety in NPCs, polish of existing features, quality of life improvements, VR support, larger multiplayer lobbies, more base building depth, and other. So I said this during the live stream, and I'm going to say it again here. Here's what I think. I love the weekly updates. The weekly updates, they remind me of Happy Meals. You know, you get what you ask for. You get a nice little meal, and you get this little toy in the inside. That's what these weekly updates remind me of. I'm gonna start calling them Happy Meals, because it's what it feels like we're getting. Even though it's very awesome, I do like, however, the way that they're communicating with these patch notes at the same time with the community and showcasing people's stuff. I love that. I love how communicative they've become. However, the weekly events are fun and all that, but sitting here looking at this, instead of getting feedback, which they're going to get all this from the survey, they're going to get all the feedback from the survey, and if a lot of people click Stranger on B, if they click Stranger More Varied Planets, then they're probably going to work in that direction. But I don't know if this is actually looking at if we're looking at, okay, we're going to do another big update, what is the biggest portion you would like? You know, I think the better way to go is the community events. I don't know. So they're adding emotes in, and the last update that we got the new exocraft, the Pilgrim. You know, we got that stuff. That was really cool. But this update is just using the game mechanics already to do an event that's already in the game, and we're getting some emotes. So I'm sure that there's one guy dedicated to doing those emotes, and there's probably another team dedicated to working out the bugs. Here's what I say. Instead of taking feedback on what people want out of this list right here, which this list is something that a lot of people want. Now, the larger multiplayer lobbies, I don't think that everybody's on board with that. And the VR support, I don't think everyone is on board with that as well. But everything else on this list is something that all of us want. So replacing ores with full character models. Yeah, I mean, I want that. Stranger, more varied planets. Yes, I definitely want that. Enhancements to underwater exploration. Yes. More depth and variety in NPCs. Oh my gosh, yes. Make them walk around. I want to see them walking around. Polish of existing features. Yes. That E kind of encompasses almost everything on this list, right? It does. Quality of life improvements, larger multiplayer lobbies, more base building, depth, and other. So here's what I say. Wait, you know, like, if you're just going to release the emotes, then I don't see why you wouldn't be able to just come out with another big update. Work on most of these features, on polishing some of these features, most of these features, because it's something that everybody wants. Work on it for a year, and then release a big update with a lot of this stuff on this list, you know, and improved upon in the new update. I think that, you know how cool it used to be when we used to have, oh my gosh, you know, it's 6 months, there's got to be an update. We would all start getting together, getting excited, and having conversations about, oh my gosh, I wonder what's going to be in this one. You know, there's a clue here, there's a clue there, and we would speculate. And the last 2 updates between Atlas Rises and Next, you know, we didn't speculate enough. We got more than what we thought we were going to get. So our speculation didn't ruin anything. Our speculation just wasn't powerful enough. It wasn't stronger than what the update actually was. And it was fun. It was really fun stuff. Investigating, talking, you know, discussing what was going to be in this update. But this list right here, I think, is something that should, you know, it should wait for a big update. You know, I just, instead of taking feedback on the direction of people, the direction for this should be E. Because E takes, except for the VR support, E takes is responsible for every single one of these entries. Polish of existing features, orbs into character models. That's polishing of the feature of being able to see other players' avatars. Stranger, more varied planets falls under E. Enhancements to underwater exploration falls under E. More depth, variety, and NPCs falls under E. Everything falls under E except for VR support. So yeah, I mean, if we're honest here, I mean, E is pretty much an all of the above except for VR support, because VR support is not approved. It's not an existing feature. But I don't know. Let me know down below what you guys think. Would you like to see the big updates again? And we could also still get the weekly events. I mean, events with an emote. That's great. That's great. I love these Happy Meals that we're getting. They're amazing. So those wouldn't have to stop if they wanted to just focus on polishing a lot of the things that they mentioned here for a big update. I would be completely okay with them working on something like that. But that's that. I mean, that's just my 2 units worth, my 2 Quicksilvers worth of that. And I would like to know what you guys think down below. Jump down there and let me know what you think. Let's move on over to Sam Swain. I want to talk about Sam Swain here real quick. So Sam Swain's been a little oddly active on Twitter. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. Twitter, you know, the blue bird. So here's what Peaceful Gamer started tweeting a bunch of stuff here. This is where this is where shit gets interesting. And he posted a picture of all the stuff. And again, wait. Now, how come it's in a E? Is Stranger, more varied planets? It looks like it's in different order. Polish of existing features. Yeah, it's in a different order. Polish of existing features is A on that screen grab, and it is E over here. So it must be procedurally generated in order. I don't know. It must be a different order every single time. So I don't know. So polish of existing features, I think, is great. So let's take a look at Peaceful Gamer. What did he say here? He said, I found the lack of cities as an option interesting. Must still be working on that Xbox port. So what happened is Sam Swain comes in out of nowhere and he likes that tweet. So Peaceful Gamer tweets out, the plot thickens, dun dun dun. So Sam Swain liked that tweet. He took a screenshot of the tweet. I found the lack of cities as an option. Now, if you guys don't know who Sam Swain is, Sam Swain is the gentleman who was hired at Hello Games, who was working on this massive project. And he is he's also a specialist in procedural generation, specifically procedurally generated cities. He has an actual game and engine sort of kind of thing that he's been working on ever since he left Lionshead Studios. And he's been saying, now I have a new job, which was turned out to be Hello Games, and it offers me the chance to work on this project and be able to have a full-time job at the same time. So indicating that maybe Sam Swain is part of Hello Labs. Like his game, his project is underneath the umbrella of Hello Labs, which was designed or created from Hello Games to help fund smaller, ambitious indie studios trying to do something wildly ambitious. So Sam Swain is there. He's an expert on procedurally generated cities, and no one knows what he's doing. There was nothing in Next that really reflected on what he was working on. He's been there for about a little over a year now. So he liked that tweet about the cities from Peaceful Gamer. So then Sam Swain likes that tweet, the screenshot of Sam Swain liking the tweet, right? This is going to get kind of confusing. A little bit of inception here. So Sam Swain liked the tweet that he said went with the plot thickens. So then Sam Swain liked the plot thickens tweet and screenshot, and Peaceful Gamer said, stop it. And then Sam Swain liked that tweet that said, stop it. And so Peaceful Gamer says, son of a geck. So there's a little bit of playful, a lot of I don't know if you could call that, yeah, I'm working on cities. I'm Sam Swain, and I'm definitely going to be working on cities. Don't you worry about a thing. Here's Sam Swain right here. So I think he's Appearance is the name of the engine. I almost forgot it. Appearance is the name of the engine that he's working on. So yeah, I don't know. Take it what you will. Maybe it's just Sam Swain trolling Peaceful Gamer. Maybe Sam Swain didn't realize what he was doing when he was liking every one of those tweets by insinuating, yeah, you're right, buddy. You're right. I'm working on them cities, but sheesh, don't tell nobody. So take it however you will. I think that it's probably a hint. Let me know what you guys think down below, and jump down there in the conversation with you guys. And yeah, I also want to thank everybody who showed up for the show last night, whether you're watching or whether you called in. It wasn't a big turnout, and it's because, you know, I'm trying to change the format of the live show a little bit. I'm not ready to actually roll out the whole reformatted show just yet. There's a couple things we want to do. I'm going to do some developer interviews and have guests come on the show and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun. But I thank you so much for hanging in there with me, guys. You know, just being patient while I not produce the live show the way I wanted to, but it was fun. We talked about identity. We showed the Town Square module during that show, and it was absolutely brilliant. It was amazing to see that finally. But yeah, we got a lot of interesting things coming on YouTube. We got some developer interviews. We're covering the main staples of the games that we're covering on this YouTube channel are No Man's Sky, Beyond Good and Evil 2, and now we're back into heavy hitting coverage on Identity. Those are the three big games, and then we've got the game called Everywhere, which is something that I think is gonna really give people some whiplash when it finally comes out, if it comes out. This is Leslie Benzie's project, the former vice president of Rockstar, going through a lawsuit with Rockstar, and Rockstar taunting the results to Leslie Benzie's with a branded Red Dead Redemption 2 slap in the face tweet that they did. But we're going to get into that on a live dive for Everywhere, the game, and we're going to talk about the lawsuit, and we'll talk about the outcome of that, and how that might affect Everywhere even coming out. So we're going to have to wait and see what's going on with that, guys. So, but we're going to investigate that. As always, thank you so much. I do love you guys, and thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV. We're going to go ahead and get out of here, and we'll see you all in the next video. Until next time.